Do you believe you've been through the legal system? Do you honestly think you've been to court? I'm about to shatter that illusion and expose the ugly truth. Stick around because what you've been told about how the system works is a flat-out lie. You were never taken to court. You weren't given justice. You were processed. Processed. Not through a courtroom with a judge, not with a jury of your peers, but through a bureaucratic system designed to steal your rights while you sit there, completely unaware. That's right, you weren't ever in court. They processed you like you were just another piece of paper, just another name in their pile. They've been lying to you. What do I mean by that? Here's the truth. Council tax, PCNs, utilities, the DVLA, the list goes on. These agencies aren't suing you. They're not interested in justice. They're using administrative tricks to make it look like you owe them, and they're doing it without a shred of actual legal process. Don't be fooled. They're running a private administrative process, not a legal procedure. There's no judge, no defense, no evidence. There's just a rubber stamp that gets applied to documents behind closed doors. You think you've been to court? No, you've been processed through a back door, out of sight and out of mind. Let me walk you through this. It's called a liability order or a bulk enforcement process, and it's done so quickly that you won't even know it's happening. It happens in a matter of seconds. No hearings, no case management, no CPR-compliant claim form, and there's no court order that has been properly sealed. If you're familiar with civil litigation, you know that under CPR 7.2, litigation should start with a sealed claim form from the court. But did you ever see one? No, they've skipped all of that. Why? Because they're not litigating, they're administering. They're not following any of the legal rules. They've skipped due process. You've been kept in the dark. Now, under CPR 16.2, they're required to give you full particulars of the claim they're making against you. They need to explain exactly what you owe and why. But did they? Of course not. Why? Because they're not interested in actually proving a case. They're playing a game of administrative sleight of hand. They've completely bypassed the legal system, all while convincing you it's law. They don't have to follow the rules because they're not even pretending to be in a courtroom. This isn't litigation. It's an administrative process designed to get the job done quickly and quietly. Here's where it gets even worse. You think you've been sent a legal notice? Think again. Under CPR 6.31, they're required to serve you with the proper notice of claim. But did you ever get one? No, you didn't. Did you ever see a Part 23 application for interim enforcement? Were you given notice of a hearing? No. No notice. No hearing. But then they send enforcement agents to your door as if a real court issued a ruling. They show up with a so-called warrant that has no legal standing whatsoever. And you? You're left scrambling, trying to figure out what's going on. You didn't get a court order. You didn't get a hearing. You didn't get any of the things you're supposed to get under the law. Instead, what you got was a piece of paper, printed out with a logo and a stamp, and they expect you to obey it like it's a court ruling. That's the real deception here. They rely on your ignorance, on your fear, on your compliance. They rely on the fact that most people won't question the legitimacy of these orders. And that's where they've got you under the assumption that you're supposed to obey this paper, even though it has absolutely no real legal weight. It's just a piece of paper with no more authority than a napkin. But here's the thing, they rely on your silence, your inaction, and your fear to control you. That's how they've gotten away with it for so long. But when you stand up, when you demand proof, when you challenge their so-called jurisdiction, that's when everything starts to fall apart. The truth is, once you challenge them and demand evidence of their claim, their whole system starts crumbling. They've built an empire on your silence, and it only works as long as you stay quiet. But when you speak up, when you take action and push back, the whole thing collapses. You see, their system only works because they've convinced you that you have no power. They've convinced you that their administrative process is as good as a court. But it's not. It's a lie. And the moment you start speaking with conviction and authority, the game is over. This is how I built the Statutory Shield, the only defense system that turns their administrative tricks into your evidence. I've created something that lets you take their paperwork and use it against them. The Statutory Shield is a set of lawful templates, notices, and DSARs that are structured and actionable. It's built to stop them cold. They've been using silence as a tool to control you. Now, it's time for you to use precision. Precision that can't be ignored. You don't need to sit back and let them process you like a file in their system. You need to take action. Demand the evidence, demand proof. Challenge their jurisdiction. Use the Statutory Shield to break free from their grip. They don't want you to know this. They don't want you to challenge them. They don't want you to have the power to stand up and say, no. But I'm giving you that power, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This isn't a magic trick. This isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card, but it is your best shot at regaining control. The system is designed to keep you in the dark, to keep you in the shadows. But with a statutory shield, you can step into the light. You can finally see their lies for what they are, and you can fight back. But let me be clear, the window of opportunity is closing. I'm giving you the chance to get this information at a discounted price, but it won't last forever. Soon, the price will go up. I've put years of research, trial, and error into this system, and the value is immeasurable. The tools, the resources, the templates, they're all in this system. It's a powerful weapon in your hands, but it won't be available at this price forever. Don't wait for them to make the next move. Don't sit there wondering what could have been if you had taken action sooner. This is your chance to stop being processed like a file. This is your chance to fight back, but you need to act now. The clock is ticking. Once the price goes up, don't say I didn't warn you. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for, and it's right in front of you. This isn't just about getting some documents. This is about taking control of your life. This is about stopping the lies, stopping the manipulation, and putting an end to the system that's been taking advantage of you for far too long. If you're ready to fight back, if you're ready to take your power back, then the statutory shield is waiting for you. But you need to act fast. Don't wait. I've given you the truth. I've shown you how the system works. Now it's up to you to decide what you're going to do with that knowledge. The choice is yours. Stay silent. Keep letting them process you, or take control of your life and your rights today. The statutory shield is your weapon. Use it. Before you go, if this video resonated with you, don't let the conversation end here. Subscribe to our channel to stay informed and empowered. Hit the like button if you found this content valuable, and share it with friends and family who need to hear this message. Together we can challenge the system and reclaim our rights.